All right, I've been trying to make this recording for a while now and been having quite some difficulty with it. So we're gonna just try this one more time. See if we can't do a little better job here. Okay. Casca has asked me to show you my auto smelter. This is it. It is a 25 bank furnace array. Each output leads to the input of the other side, so it's basically just in a straight line, 25 furnaces in a row. And that normally presents problems with adapters. Once you get over 30, you can have the line clog. So you can only do 30 adapters in a single line. Anything more than that, and you're going to have problems, which is one of the reasons why this system is designed to be expandable. It's designed to take additional industrial conveyors right here. So you just add another splitter like here. If I could fit it, I'd have to move stuff to get everything fit in here, but that's normally how you do it. You would just hook that into that and then chain. Okay. And then the output of each one of those would go to like 1, 2, 3, like that. And all the outputs would then be tied together at the end. Let's go over the electrical, because the electrical is really what's kind of important here. This is an input chest. For me, it's a buffer box, but for the majority of you, it'll be the input chest. So here I have just a little bit of wood. And obviously, if I put ore in here, what is going to happen is this one right here is currently sensing ore. Okay, that is why it has no output. Okay, so we are tapping the electrical filter fail and filter pass off these. So when there is ore in the system, that filter pass is going to be a digital 1, and the filter fail will be a 0. And when there is no ore in the system, like there is now, that is going to be a number 1, and that is going to be a number 0. And why is this important? This is important because what we want to do is we want to take that the filter pass 0 here, and we want to, by the way, that's this green line, and we want to amplify it, and we're going to use an AND switch for that. So over here, you can see we have 2 watts coming in. Okay, that is just straight 2 watts DC coming in. Okay, and then we're going to try and combine it here. And what's going to happen is this AND switch is going to eat 1 rust watt. So it's only going to pass the 2 watts in this instance. 1 watt is kind of used up in the activation of it. So we're going to split those. We're going to go 1 out on this side and 1 out on this side. And the nice part about this is I can now use that additional rust watt to trigger my timer. So you can see my toggle here for my timer is now being activated by that one of those 2 rust watts that is coming out of my AND switch. Okay. The other side is going down into my industrial conveyor and turning on my industrial conveyor. So if I were to show you how to make this, that one is not important, but the rest of these are. From one side to the other, it's 2, make sure I got that one right, 2, 2, 6, 1. Okay. And I'm going to show you where each line goes. This one goes to the bottom industrial conveyor. This one goes to the timer. Okay, so all the way over here to the timer. And the reason for that 6 rust watts is because that's going to go into our splitter, and that is going to feed our igniters. And we need 2 rust watts for each igniter. And then the next one is going to be our industrial conveyor. That is our main power. And you need 2 on this because we need at least 1 watt to pass. And the last one here is going to go to our AND switch. And that's pretty much it. So here we're going to put a little bit of ore in the system. And we're going to watch this turn from a 0 to a 1. There it goes. And there all of our igniters light up and our conveyor turns on. And I usually leave the timer running for about 10 seconds. There can be a little bit of a delay before it all turns on, but there everything is going to turn on. And we're going to hook our filter fail just directly back into the turn off of this conveyor. So when there is no ore, it's just going to shut it right off and our wood is going to stop flowing. And the nice part about this is we're not going to burn any excess wood. So it's very efficient. It's only going to turn on when we have ore in the system, and it's going to turn off the moment there is no ore in the system. And one of the reasons I built this system, one is I wanted something that was expandable. This is 25 furnaces. This is the smallest I've ever built this system. I usually build the system with at least 3 additional industrial conveyors, and I make it 3-channel, and usually there's like 72 furnaces in a line, big line. And that's all good and fine, but it's quite frankly, it's overkill. So this is just a simplified, dumbed down version of that. And I built it because when the server would reset, I would have electrical problems with pretty much every other system I built except for this one. This one has worked flawlessly for me every single time on the Wastelands PvE, and I highly recommend everybody try it out. You won't be disappointed.